Here's a couple combat examples for fantasy GURPS. We've got a fighter with a sword and a shield, a broadsword and shield, 10 hit points, HP 10, and a broadsword of 14, and shield. That would give him a 10, 12 in shield if he has a shield of, a shield of 12. That would give him a block, of, if he's using a medium shield, that'd be 6 plus 3 is 9, that'd be an 11 block. He's got a dodge of 8, and a skill of sword 14 gives him a parry of skill divided by 2, so that's 7 plus 3. So that's a parry of 10. Okay, so he's using sword and shield. We'll just say average strength for both these guys, so that's 1d6 plus 1 for the sword swing. I do believe it is. That's for the swing. And the stab swing, d6 plus 2 impaling. He's that's a straight up 1d6 for strength 10 when you're impaling. Okay, on this side of 10 hit points, we'll have a spear, skill of 14. We won't give him a shield, so he'll have a parry of 10 as well. And damage will be thrusting for a spear. He'll be using it two-handed, obviously, since he has no shield, so his thrust will be 1d minus 2. But the spear in two hands gives you plus 3, so 1d6 plus 1 damage. Impaling. Alright, and here's our combatants, okay? Let's see who goes first. Got the sword and shield. So we'll say this guy would start with a reach of 2. So since he's acting first, he is, if he's going to close the distance, he's going to have to move and attack. Move and attack gives him an attack of -4 or a 9, whichever is lower. So -4 would give him a 10 attack on his sword. So he's gonna have to roll a 9 or less to hit this guy. So he rushes up, going his full move, which is, we'll just say it's 5. Average human move. 1, 2, 3, and attacks. That's a move and attack skill. Here he goes, looking for a 9. He whiffs with his sword. Now he still has his defense options. Okay, so he just got inside his sword range, his spear range. Remember, I mentioned he has a reach of 2. So in order to attack this guy, he has to take a turn, a ready maneuver. So that takes him a second to change his grip from a 2-yard reach to a 1-yard reach. So he'll do that. He could step back. This is the magic of the spears, why they're so darn effective. We'll say he just steps back. You can step without making it a move and attack, just a normal attack maneuver. You can step in any direction 1 yard. So he steps back and strikes this guy. Ooh, that's a hit. This guy will try to block with his shield. He's an 11. Oh, he fails. Oh dear. The spear right up front there does 6 damage, plus 1. That's 7 damage. That's 7 damage impaled. So that's impaling damage that penetrates armor is doubled. So that puts his hit points of 10 down to -4. So that's not good for him. So he takes a major wound from that. Any damage that you take in one shot that's over half your hit points is a major wound. When you suffer one of those, you have to roll a knockdown and stun check. So you need a health roll. So assuming they have average in every attribute, so it's a health of 10. You need to roll a 10 or less, and we failed. So that means this guy is knocked down from the brutal blow he received. He falls on his back, drops his sword and shield, and he's stunned. He also went below 0 hit points. He also has to make a health check just to remain conscious, because he's dying. He is conscious, but he's stunned from such a blow. He has -4 on any defenses, and he cannot act on his turn. So it's his turn. He can't do anything. He's below 0 hit points. He has to roll again. Actually, he doesn't have to roll again. I already rolled for his consciousness check. So he is still conscious. He tries to shake off his stun condition, his -4 to all defenses. Needs to make a health check. He fails again, so he's still stunned on his back. He can't even get up or move. This guy can leisurely take his time. He'll forfeit his defenses and take an all-out attack. So he's just concentrating all his energy on a good, precise shot. He'll take the determined all-out attack, so that gives him a +4 to hit. He now has a spear of 18. He will have it a called shot to the face. That's a -5. So that gives him a spear of 13 to hit this guy in the face while he's down. He is on the ground to target. No, that's yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a 10. So he just stabs him in the face for another 2 damage. That's doubled. Because it's to the face, it's ×4. So that's another 8 damage. The guy is now -12. So on his turn, he rolls to stay conscious. He makes it. And he rolls to shake off his stun and act normally. He makes it. Okay. So, wow. This guy just will not die. He's suffering minuses worse and worse each attempt, every time he takes damage. Okay, he will pick up his sword, I guess. He can't pick up... Maybe he should just pick up his shield. No, okay, he's gonna be bold. He'll pick up his sword. He can only pick up one of them. And he will get from prone to his knees. And that's all he can do this turn. This guy will all-out attack again to the face. Oh, and that's a miss this time. Wow, okay, lucky. This guy will, on his turn, roll to stay conscious. So because he's further than -10 hit points, he's at -12. He has a -1. So he has to roll under a 9. He does so. He's got the grit. He is going to... Wow. He can't reach this guy. He'll pick up his shield now. How about that? He'll pick up his shield. And he can stand up. This guy will just take a normal strike. That's a hit. This guy will try to block it. 12. Okay. So he would have been stabbed again normally. But let's make this a little interesting. Let's say that I had declared I wanted to. We want to keep this guy alive. There's an option called retreating dodge, and it allows you to, if you haven't done your step, if you have any movement left on the attack. So if I didn't make any moves from last turn, I can step away from the attacker, giving me a +3 to a defense. Now that would give +3 to dodge, but that I guess is not going to help me here because I already declared I was blocking. So let's just, if I had done the retreating dodge, I did use my movement last turn. However, I usually allow players to advance movement. So if I needed the movement to pull this off, which I do in this case, the following turn he cannot move. Anyways, we'll play it straight. So this is the damage roll for the spear. So that's another 6 damage, doubled to 12. Wow, that's another major wound. And the guy is knocked down and stunned again. Let's see if he can stay alive, and he dies. He falls unconscious and will bleed out in seconds. I believe the bleed rules, they're optional, but if you play with them, take a hit point every turn. So that's every second. It's just a matter of time before you die. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You can see how deadly spears are. Sword and shields are usually pretty great in hand-to-hand combat. Because of that extra defense, you basically get 3 defenses when you're wielding a shield. You have your parry, your dodge, and your shield block. This guy over here, on the other hand, with his spear, has a dodge and a parry,